Hey YouTube, welcome back to another one of my cheesy videos. Trying to get my old turbo Buick back together here. Friday, well today is Sunday, December the 23rd, 2018. Friday afternoon I picked up my latest set of valve covers from Final Finish there in Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of the Buick GS Nationals. And I did say Buick GS Nationals because it's a Buick event, not Grand Nationals. It's not a turbo event, it's a Buick event. But anyway, I just wanted to specify that. I got my valve cover extenders from RJC Wednesday, UPS, courtesy of Jason. Thank you, Jason. And as I was telling the story in my previous video, this is the driver's side valve cover that got cracked. Unfortunately, which is why I bought these. They were chrome, and I got them home and started cleaning them up a little bit, polishing on them. This side started peeling, passenger side. So I called up there to Final Finish, and they said bring them on, and this is the final result. I think they turned out really nice. $79.50, can't beat that. Looks a whole lot better than what I could have done with filler primer, sandpaper, and a rattle cam. Plus they'll last longer. So I've also got my cam card here, and I was, you know the old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. And that in this case would be my noggin, my brain. And I got my cam sheet here from ATR. Of course, they're out of business now, but they are one of the pioneers for turbo Buick, like Kenny Bell. Of course, Kenny Bell started back in the good old days with the V8 Buicks. But this is my cam card, and I have the 165 shaft, which is right here in the second column over. So as you can tell, I got the 495 intake and the 480 exhaust. And this is my specs on my cam here. And now you know what cam is in the car. As I stated before, this motor might have 1,300 miles on it, if that. Let's see here. This cam also, ATR referred to it as a 214-208 cam, which in the previous video I said it was a 218-218, and that goes back to the old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. And this is what ATR, I guess the part number RP314B. But now you know, and I've just got some papers here when I did the motor in 2004, but as I said, it might have 1,300 miles on it, if that. That's the old junk sitting over there, and hope to have it back together here after Christmas. It's supposed to be 70s after Christmas. Of course, you know, family coming over and everything. You know, holiday and all. I don't want to be out here messing with the thing, but I got to get these valve cover extensions silicone down first to the head, and then slap these valve covers on, and then I got to pump out the old gas and put in some 93. Got to air the tires up. Turn the light on here, and I noticed something in the previous video. I don't know what caused this. I guess where this had been laying on it since April, but these plug wires grade. But I can take my wet thumb and they wipe off and clean up and match the other ones. I guess that's where this red fender cover towel laid over them. I don't know, but I've got a lot of cleaning I got to do under here. Like I was pointing out in the other video, it's got some kind of mold or dirt, like right here. You can see it, and it's just come about over the last 3 years and 3 months. I said 3 years and 2 months in the previous video. It was September the 20th of 2015 when I parked it over here in this corner, straight in this corner, and then in April my buddy and I pushed it out and got it cockeyed here where I could get in here and work on it. And he come out here one day and grabbed tools and pulled the driver's side valve cover off just to give me motivation, I guess, to get it going. Here we are now. I've got the rockers on there. Thanks to him, he came back and preloaded them for me because I've never preloaded a roll of rockers before. And we fired it up. It probably ran, I said 15 to 20 seconds in the other video. It was probably more about like 5 to 10, because before the motor ever fired up and ran, I built up the oil pressure, disconnected the computer here and spun it over and built up the oil pressure, per the gauge before it ever hit. And then plugged it back in here, brought the fuel up to the rail and fired it up, and it hit. So anyway, it didn't run long, but it did run for a few seconds in April. And I know it'll fire up and run fine, no noise, be quiet. But my next video will be at starting, and I'll have to prop the phone up on something and wiggle it on out, and I'll back it out the door there, and you can see it move, and I'll stick the back end out the door there where the exhaust can idle out the door after it sits here and runs for a minute. And then after that, I got to move it over there to that other stall and do some cleaning under the hood and underneath the car, and got to clean out this stall where it's set here and mop, and I got to mop the whole shop anyway and do some cleaning. But that's going to be it for this little video. It's kind of more of a documentary for me, and just the step by step. I wished I'd have had a mobile phone back then. I would have done some videos of when we pulled the motor out and so forth. But I've got some still shots, still photos. Back in the day, that's all we had was still photos. So, but now video seems to be the thing. Well, y'all have a good day. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the next video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever. I'm more sociable now in my old age, got more time, and I'll see y'all on down the road.